Hey everyone, and welcome to Tournament 23 of Spartan Ninja Warrior. Once again, I am so sorry for taking so long to get this out, but it is finally here, and hopefully we have a really good tournament in store for us. So last time, in case you forgot, it was a really unpredictable tournament. Joey failed Stage 1 for the first time on Halo Infinite. Pedro got back to Stage 3 for the first time since the first Infinite tournament, and Free MMO Direct got first place, finally defeating the Peg Cloud, although it would go out one obstacle later. Now we have 50 more competitors, and hopefully one of them can finally be the next Grand Champion. Stage 1, as always, is the first test for all of our 50 competitors here. Time limit's 115 seconds, and there have been a few changes this time around. The start line here, looking beautiful as per usual. Start off with the shrinking steps. You jump across these 5 little platforms that get smaller. Then we go to the screwdriver, you run across a slanted platform, jump to that red pipe that will spin around, get you to that dismount platform. Leading to the Twin Diamond, which is unchanged from the previous tournament. Just jump across those 2 spinning blocks. Now the Jumping Spider is modified. The jump into it is a bit tougher, and that black line you saw on the run-up there, you have to jump before that so you don't pay it. Then the half-pipe attack is unchanged. Use the wall to ride across, get to the rope. Yeah, you know the drill. Double warp wall. Due to Halo Infinite's physics updates, it had to be modified, but still same purpose usually. Downhill drop, unchanged. Roll the ball down that track, jump to the bar, and then the platform. Then we head to the swing mask, also unchanged. Just grapple onto that little donut thing, then land onto the rope ladder on one of those white blocks down there. Climb up this thing, and get on top, hit that landmine within 115 seconds, and you're moving on to Stage 2. Let's see who can do it. Starting off the tournament at number 1, we have Sizzling GX. First to take on the stage, on the shrinking steps, and not getting to the 5th one. Now number 2, Secret to Pier. So one unfortunate thing about this tournament is that a bit of a spoiler alert for the competitors that showed up, not just show up, did, which is not a good thing, obviously. So for the first time ever, there are more randos than actual competitors. And here is a rando doing rando things, not understanding how an obstacle works. But to be fair to Tapir, I probably should have realized that this would be a very complicated obstacle for single-celled organisms, such as this. Excuse me. Yeah, Tapir just didn't know what to do. I cut a bunch of time, and he timed out here. I'm just saying it right now. And it was probably dumb of me to put that little cosmetic button that serves no purpose other than looking cool. And he fails anyways. Number 3, we have Mimic 9431. And the first notable absence is shown here, because Foamy did not show up. Instead, we got someone even worse. Buckethead 8513, no relation to the guitarist, clearly. And Gaboon 135, going for the shrinking steps and failing it. Number 6, we have Gendog, formerly known as Smoke Tanks. And so he has an original gamer tag, well, at least kind of original. He still has the II at the start and end of it. Oh, that was a little sketchy on Screwdriver, but he does get through it. Now for the Twin Diamond, our first look at this today. Gendog comes up short of the first diamond. Number 7 is Please Be 18. That is a very strange gamer tag. Also very unfortunate that I did not have the brain capacity to realize putting this gamer tag at number 7 in the run order. That was not a good idea. But oh well. 18 does not know how that fake button there works. And I really shouldn't have put it there. It was very stupid. I made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment. But the goal in my content is to entertain. I don't know if I'd classify this as entertaining, though. Number 8, we have the host of Ninja Warrior of Roblox, Bubba Ace. I am pretty sure he only has one clear ever in his Halo jumping career. So he never really has high expectations, but hey, maybe he can surprise himself and everyone else. He actually knows how physics work, so he is looking good on the screwdriver so far, and defeats it now for the Twin Diamond. Only seen Gen Dog here so far, and Bubba get through it. He gets on the first block, so he is in first place as of now. For the second block, jumping across it, and Bubba defeats Twin Diamond. Now our first look at the jumping spider. Bubba struggled a lot with this in practice, but can he get through it? He's going to go for the jump, and it's not a good jump. Bubba comes up short on the jumping spider, and he is out. Now at number 9, we have Settled Swine 379. That is a fun gamer tag. It rhymes. It's probably just the numbers at the end being the default ones that you have for gamer tags now on Xbox. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a jumping host. I know more than swine, though. Number 10 is Robo-0-10. This rando here on the first step, jumping, and no longer on the first step. Number 11 is Skeletor3310, who has competed before, way back in Tournament 18, going out on the Log Runner, which was the third obstacle. So if he wants to match that result, he's going to have to get through the screwdriver. And for randos, that is a very difficult task. And wait it out for the screwdriver to reset. Maybe they can figure out what to do now. Just waiting. Got pretty decent armor. Got the energy sword out. You don't see that all the time. And misfires again. There's definitely a better word for that, but I couldn't think of it. So how are all of you guys doing? I'm doing fantastic. Just having the time of my life. The Skeletor actually figuring out what to do. And Skeletor defeats the screwdriver. You know, if he hurries, maybe he can defeat the half-pipe attack in time. But who am I kidding? Randos don't have the brain power for that. He's just resetting the diamonds over and over again. And Skeletor is gonna fail. Wow. Number 12 is the one Halo Lounge competitor that showed up this tournament, Located Fern 4114. Let's see how Fern will do. Going through the shrinking steps and falling off the third one. Number 13 is Slappio. That is a fun gamer tag. I gotta take all the fun I can get with this tournament. Slow and steady through the shrinking steps. Okay, sped up for the last two, but now for the screwdriver. Punching the button there. Shooting at it now. The pistol is phasing through it. I don't know why I pointed that out. I just feel like I have to fill the dead air. Slappio running through the screwdriver and walking off of it. Great. Number 14, we have something incredible. An actual newcomer, not a rando, but an actual person that showed up and wanted to run Whirlpool 730. He put in a lot of practice, and I mean a lot of practice. He wants a clear really badly. And maybe we can get a clear. There's a yawn. The first, well, the most recent newcomer to clear Stage 1, I believe, was Cobra back in Tournament 3. And a Cobra not showing up this tournament, has not competed in a while, but he will be back eventually. Whirlpool, as I've been rambling, is already onto the half-pipe attack. Gonna stick onto that peg. Going for the rope, landing on it. Now, just got the dismount left. And gets through it. Now the double warp wall, got a little slide there. That was nice. Up the first in one. Now the second in one as well. Now for the downhill drop, shooting it. He's got plenty of time. He's going to be doing this very disgusting jumping technique. I hate it. Now, through the downhill drop, Whirlpool, the newcomer, only 2 obstacles away from a Stage 1 clear. Gets a good grapple, landing on the rope ladder. Climbing up at a decent pace, got a little jump there. Just 2 more jumps, Whirlpool is on top, and we are going to have a newcomer clearing Stage 1 with 7.7 seconds remaining. Very nicely done. Ugh, very nicely done. I need to seek therapy or something, I don't know. Yeah, Whirlpool, just taking it all in. He really wanted to clear, but he didn't expect to. But the newcomer clearing on any course, it's impressive, including this one. So good job to Whirlpool. Number 15, we have Meaty Mexican. This is my favorite gamer tag of the tournament. I don't think I need to elaborate why. Let's see how this meaty person, presumably from south of the border, will do. Through the shrinking steps. Now the screwdriver running right for it. Onto the little bar thing. I mean, it's not little, but it is the bar. Now for the twin diamond. Seems the randos might be picking up a little bit. Meaty is not even going to jump off of the first diamond. Number 16, we have Sonic Fan 10193. He's cleared Stage 1 before, but I don't even remember the last time he showed up. But I don't think he's had much success on Infinite when he has. Although I'm too lazy to look that up right now, I really should be more organized. But Sonic is now onto the Twin Diamond. Back after quite a long hiatus from the jumping as a whole. But he's been competing on courses again. A few days ago, as of recording this commentary, he ran Irish Warrior, and I believe Tournament 31 being filmed right now. Forget how he did, and even if I did remember, I wouldn't say it because I'm not going to spoil. But back to my course, Sonic Fan is on the half-pipe attack. Half-pipes are pretty common in the Sonic franchise. And Sonic is through that obstacle, now the double warp wall. Oh, he's not up the first in one. Can he get up it in two? Yes, he will. Now for the second wall. Not up that in one either. Come on, Sonic. He's not up it in two. He's got to get up it here. Come on, Sonic. He is up it. He is going to have to hurry, though. He shoots the ball to get it rolling. Rolling down this track. Sonic at the end of the track. Taking some time, but he does get through the downhill drop, but only 20 seconds left. He needs to hustle. It's a very low grapple. Sonic is going to land on the rope ladder. Klaxon is going to sound. He needs to hurry. Sonic is climbing. Just one more jump. He's on top. It's going to be so close. And Sonic is going to clear with 0.2 seconds left. the second closest run in SNW history. I actually thought he timed out at first. We didn't do his stage 2 run. He didn't continue his tournament until the next day, because I thought he timed out, and then I didn't review until after he had gotten offline. And then I saw he actually cleared. So yeah, good job, Sonic. Now from that incredible run to a rando, we have Adrix116. You couldn't have had the 6 be a 7 because of Halo. That would have been really cool, my guy, but of course, you had to ruin it. You know, the screwdriver, very wacky camera angle, but that obviously won't affect Adrix, as they're the screwdriver now for the Twin Diamond. Going right forward and not even getting to the first one, just like Gen Dog. Jeroman 17. Now, we have a 7 here, but it's not for 117. It's for a waste of a competitor. 19, King Pole. How will this king do? No crown, clearly. Number 20, we have Boom Cano. Competed last time and failed the shrinking steps. So, if they want to get a personal best, just gotta beat one obstacle, which is easier said than done for randos, as you can see there. Now at number 21, we have Halo Fan 17. He's competed ever since the late Halo 5 tournaments, but has never beaten Stage 1. He's come close a few times. He's had quite a few deep Stage 1s. But as of late, he has really struggled. Although I guess he has struggled on Stage 1 his entire career on this course, but he's put a lot of pressure on himself recently, hoping to finally be able to break through and get that Stage 1 clear he's wanted so long. And he is already through the jumping spider, now for the half-pipe attack. No one failed here so far. Halo Fan sticking onto that peg. Now for the rope. He's gonna jump forward to the wall. Now for the first one. Just barely up in one. Now the second wall. Up that in one as well. Now for the downhill drop. I believe he's failed here before. He's gonna shoot it to get it going. Now the jump technique. Oh, that was a little scary, but he is through the downhill drop. Time for the swing mass. Halo Fan is going to grapple. And lands at the very bottom of the rope ladder. But there's plenty of time for him. Does not have to rush. He can focus on this obstacle. He's making it look easy. Oh, well, I don't know what happened. There was some lag. But it did not affect him, because Halo Fan is finally going to clear Stage 1 with 12.8 seconds left. He has finally done it. Got through the Twin Diamond, which he's failed before. Got through the half-pipe attack, which he's failed. I forget which tournament exactly. Yeah, I got through it. Then there was that weird little moment at the very end that was a bit concerning. Halo Fan finally clears. Nicely done. Number 22 is Donnie Woods. Rando, who in the previous tournament failed the swinging blades, which was the second obstacle. Replaced by the screwdriver this time, so can he get his revenge on the obstacle placement? No, he does not. Number 23, Carlos 2020. Remember 2020? Carlos is probably stuck in that year. Now we have K-Fly at number 24. Competed many times, never cleared Stage 1. Though he has had a few reasonably close calls. Through the shrinking steps now for the screwdriver. K-Fly onto the actual spinning part and defeats the obstacle now for the Twin Diamond. K-Fly took a minute to get himself ready. Now on the second block, and K-Fly defeating Twin Diamond now for the Jumping Spider. And K-Fly gets through this. He's gonna take a second and gets a very bad bounce, and he knew it. K-Fly fails the Jumping Spider. He is out. Number 25, we have Jun Sato Cyan. The man notable for restarting his course a bajillion times. He's probably going to restart this as I'm doing this commentary. But you never know. Jun never cleared stage 1 before, as you can see, since his name is red. And on the Twin Diamond, got a bit of a late jump there. It's a little scary, but does get through. Now for the Jumping Spider, we just saw K-Fly fail here. Can Jun avenge him? Cyan gets a very nice bounce and is getting through these windows very nicely. Now for the half-pipe attack. He dropped the sword there. Going for the peg. He's going to stick it. Getting a big jump for momentum. And defeating the obstacle now for the double warp wall. Cyan up the first in one. The second in one as well. He did a little 360. Taking after the real-life Jun Sato, who was no doubt inspired by Donovan Matoyer from American Ninja Warrior. Cyan defeats the downhill drop and has 2 obstacles left. Gonna get the grapple for the swing mast. Where's he gonna land? At the very bottom. Still a lot of time. Oh, little slip up there. Cannot panic. 20 seconds left. Cyan is climbing, and he is on top. Cyan, for the first time on SNW, is going to clear stage 1 with 13.7 seconds left. We are halfway through stage 1, and we already have 4 clears. And only one of them has cleared before. One of them hasn't even competed before until today. But Cyan getting his first clear, looking very good. Besides that one slip up on the rope ladder, which could have cost him everything, but it did not. And he is moving on to the second stage. Good job. So yeah, halfway through stage 1, 4 clears. Here's a cute little pic behind the fencing for the Twin Diamond. First sunset run today is Elite MKB, the host of the Elite Challenge. Excuse me. And over the past 3 tournaments, he has had a lot of trouble on the half-pipe attack. And the most heartbreaking fail of them definitely being in the previous tournament, where he got a save jump on the peg, but he did not even make an effort to actually land on it, which ended his run there. Elite has put in a lot of practice, hoping to finally conquer his nemesis and defeat stage 1 along with it. Elite is off on the shrinking steps. He's a racer, he likes going fast. And let's see how fast he can do this course. Through the screwdriver mostly, now fully. Time for the Twin Diamond, seeing some fails here today. Is onto the second one, now defeating the obstacle. Time for the Jumping Spider. I think he's failed here before, but he is not gonna fail to jump into it. Got a very nice bounce. Elite looking good so far. And now, part 4 of his battle with the half-pipe attack. Elite is gonna go for the peg. He gets a slide and a save jump, but he actually sticks it. This is the personal best. Elite is on the rope. One more jump, and Elite MKB defeats the half-pipe attack. Now for the double work wall. Up the first in 1. Now the second in 1 as well. Now for the downhill drop. He shoots it to get it started. track smoothly. Hits the end of it. Elite on the bar, and 2 obstacles left. Time for the swing mask. Grapple. Where is he gonna land? He's gonna land there. Now climbing. 20 seconds. Plenty of time. And he is taking his time too. Elite. 1 jump away. He's on top, and Elite MKB is gonna clear stage 1 for the first time with 9.9 seconds. He has finally done it. Defeating the half-life attack seemed to be the one thing that was standing in his way. And he falls down there. That's probably very bad for Spartan's leg. But yeah, it was a very, very smooth run after the half-life attack. And it seemed like right then a weight was lifted off of his shoulders as he defeated the stage. We already have 5 clears. 27 is Punbui. That's probably how you pronounce it, but I really don't care. For a good reason. 28, we have everyone's favorite, the one, the man who is having fun, Snoz. The elder statesman of the community. He just likes to vibe, he likes having fun. And he wants to clear always, but he rarely puts in the practice to actually make it count, especially on this course. Snoz is through the screwdriver. Now for the twin diamond. Never had much issue with this obstacle. Jumping onto the second one now, and defeating it now for the jumping spider, which he has failed before. Can he defeat it again? Snoz is going to go for it. He gets the bad jump. Snoz fails the jumping spider. And he is out. And now for his good friend Gotanks, who has never cleared stage 1 on this course either. But he has come closer. Just a few tournaments ago, getting to the downhill drop. Might have been last tournament, but I forget. Gotanks onto the screwdriver now. Gonna jump on it as it spins and defeats the obstacle. Now for the twin diamond. On the first one, the second, looking good so far, and defeating the obstacle. Now can he avenge Snoz and defeat the jumping spider? He's gonna jump, gets a much better bounce, and is into the windows. Gotanks looking solid so far. And through the jumping spider, now for the half-life attack. He has also failed this before. I think Gotanks comes up well short of the peg and fails the half-pipe attack. Number 30 is Fireball ZXZ. He has had a very interesting run on this course. Tournament 16, first Infinite tournament, he got, I believe, tied 4th place, failing to swing mast. Then tournament 18 fails the swinging beams, and he is yet to reach stage 3 on Halo Infinite. I don't think he's even gotten to stage 3 since tournament 8? Yeah, I think it was 8. Which I believe was 15 tournaments ago. And he definitely has the ability to. He has the ability to go all the way. Honestly, we all know that. But can he put it together? Before he even thinks about total victory, he's got to beat stage 1. Which he is very well accustomed to. Although we did just see 2 friends of his, Snoz and Gotanks, fail midway through stage 1 here, where Snoz failed the jumping spider. Fireball with a decent bounce, and he gets through it. Looking good through these windows, and defeating the jumping spider. Now for the half-pipe attack, with that final stage tower, contrasting the sunset in the background. Fireball's on the rope. Looking good, defeating the half-pipe. Now for the double wall, up the first in 1, now for the second in 1 as well. Time for the downhill drop. gets it going. He's going to do jump technique. Looks very sketchy as always. And defeats the downhill drop. 40 seconds. Now for the swing mast. He's failed here before. He gets a very low grapple. But Fireball is onto the rope ladder. And he's climbing. Plenty of time. And at this rate, if he doesn't choke, he will get by far the fastest time. Fireball's going to clear stage 1 with 20.1 seconds. Nicely done. Jumping into the water in celebration. Yeah, it was a very, very strong run. His grapple on the swing mast was a little sketchy at the start, but it got him a very nice launch and landing on the rope ladder. And it ended up with him clearing, so it worked. Fireball's going back to stage 2 once again. Congratulations. Number 31, Hunter's Moon, 9586, no relation to Hunter Unit 751. Because Hunter, the Hunter unit specifically, actually has jumping ability. Although Hunter's Moon just walked off. 32, Captain Revan, 914. I assume the gamer tag, the Revan part, inspired by Revan from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, which is a phenomenal video game. But I'm not going to ramble about that. Oh, that was a very good save from Revan. And defeating the Shrinking Steps did take quite a bit of time. Punching that fake button. And now going for the screwdriver, shooting as he went down the runway, jumping around. Revan defeats the screwdriver. Now for the Twin Diamond. I don't believe we've seen a rando defeat this so far. Not many have even gotten here. Revan analyzing this obstacle. And standing around on the first one, going for the second. Nice. Through it. Defeating the Twin Diamond. Now for the Jumping Spider. Walking down the runway. How will Revan do? Revan will just walk through that and die. That's why the black line is there. Number 33 is the host of Irish Warrior, Crown Ferret 19, more commonly known as Irish 1200, as that was his gamer tag way back in the day during Halo Reach before he just died for a few years. But he's been back for a while now, staple in the community, and has seen modest success on this course, but he has not cleared stage 1 since tournament 12, 11 tournaments ago. And he has come close a few times since then. He's hoping to finally get one last push and clear this stage 1. Irish taking a little bit of time for the jump, gets a very nice bounce into the windows. Irish looking good so far. At a slow pace, as per usual for him, but it's not too bad so far. There's a semi-lenient time limit. Irish lands on the peg for the half-pipe attack. The save jump now, going for the rope. Landing on that. Now for the double warp fall. He is in the range to where he has to hurry now, but he's not up the first in 1. He's swung his sword. He's not up in 2 either. Come on, Irish, get up in here. He's up in 3. Second wall, he has to get up in 1 here. He does. But now he's going to shoot the ball on the downhill drop to get it rolling. Doing the jump technique now. Irish is through the downhill drop, but he is going to have to hurry. Only 20 seconds left. Irish is going to grapple, and he missed it! Irish fails the swing mast. I think he failed it last tournament too. 34 in the run order is South. The Faust backwards. Shooting around. There's no gun control. in Halo, so you're free to shoot people because people are invulnerable on my map unless you fall in that water below, which will probably happen for this rando here. On Screwdriver, jumping on it, and almost fell off there, but he does get to the Screwdriver. Now for the Twin Diamond. South is going to reset it a few times, wasting time just shooting at it now. That's not going to help you. And South is just going to go for it. He's going to jump, he's going to send it, and fail, coming up short of the second block. 35 AICR 14. How will this rando do? Going for the second step and coming up short. Why am I not surprised? 36 is Tin Keyboard. That is a fun name. Maybe they can do decent. I doubt it, but you never know. And defeating Shrinking Steps now for the Screwdriver. Walking off of it. You know, people have walked off the actual Screwdriver part, but not the runway yet, so I'm kind of surprised it took this long to happen. Number 37, Shadowrun 132. 2 tournaments ago, he got his first stage 1 clear going out on Hornet's Nest. In the previous tournament, he failed, I believe, the downhill drop. Hoping to bounce back and get back to stage 2 once again. Sizing up the diamonds. Getting through it nicely. Shadow defeats the Twin Diamond. Twin Diamond, sorry for burping there. Now going right for the Jumping Spider. Shadow gets a very nice bounce into the windows. Shadow. He just whiffed the peg thing. Shadow fails the Jumping Spider. 38 we have Halmave, Jalmave. I'm not even going to bother. Punching the air after each step. That was a bit interesting, but now for the Screwdriver, and just overshot the thing. Now Trax Tornado 2 at number 39. How is this person gonna do? A little slow so far on the Shrinking Steps, but whatever works. Got through it now for the Screwdriver. It's been a bloodbath here today. And Trax defeat it. Just walking around it. That's a little brave. I respect it. And gets through the Screwdriver. Now for the Twin Diamond. He's gonna reset it. Just shooting at it. As I said earlier, that won't help you. Oh, I don't know how he got a jump there or there. Trax. That was one of the most impressive failures I've ever seen. Now the final sunset run. Dark Chike is 0. How will Dark do? Getting through the Shrinking Steps. Now to the 5th one, and hits the water but doesn't die. I forget how they did after. Probably failed the Shrinking Steps anyways, but that was a DQ because he hit the water. Got 6 clears so far out of 40 runs. Number 41 is Elias Arga. So we only have 2 randos left before the final 8 competitors, all being real. Actual people with an actual chance of doing well. But maybe Elias can do well by rando standards. Oh my god, what a save jump. Jumping around Screwdriver, beating the obstacle now for the Twin Diamond. Elias is going to take a second to analyze this obstacle, and going to go for it. Now going right for the second diamond. He didn't get a jump. Tried sending it, and it cost him. Now the final rando, Major Georgie. Or Georgie, I don't know. Going through the Shrinking Steps, and that was a very painful looking fail. 43, the first of the new stars today. Gaming Brando. 2 tournaments ago, he would break out and reach Stage 3 for his first time, tying for first place with Eternal Flame. In the previous tournament, he would have a slight regression, failing Stage 2 once again, but still showed why he deserves the rank of New Star. And through 2 obstacles, he is looking good. Brando lining up for the Twin Diamond. And to the second block, and defeating the obstacle. Now for the Jumping Spider. Been quite a few fails here today. Brando does not want to join them, gets a very nice bounce. Getting through the windows. Sticking through the left side, which is a little ironic for him if you look at his YouTube channel. Brando on the half-pipe attack. On that peg, going for the rope. And that was a very close call, but he does get the save jump. Now for the double warp wall, Brando is up the first in 1. Someone else is on the course, I guess, kind of. Brando failed his first attempt at the second wall, but he's up it in 2. Now the downhill drop, he's going to shoot it. Is he going to do the jump technique? Not yet. Not jumping it. Oh, that was a very needed save jump. Brando through the downhill drop, just 2 obstacles left from being the 7th clear of the day. Good grapple, landing at the bottom of the rope ladder. Climbing steadily. Brando is looking good. And Brando is going to clear once again with 9.5 seconds left. Nicely done. He did need 2 attempts at the second warp wall, but besides that, it was a very smooth run. And he looked good basically everywhere else. Not a whole lot to say. Got through the stage. Climbed at a very solid pace. Brando, once again, going to the second stage. Number 44 is the former host of Halo Sasuke, Atlantic Champ. This proud Sheets lover has had a semi-rocky journey on Halo Infinite. He has many Stage 1 clears, but he's never gotten to Stage 3 on this game. I don't even remember the last time he got to Stage 3 on Halo 5. But either way, it's been a very long time. He's gotten many deep Stage 2 runs on this game, failing the Butterfly Wall in Tournament 21, Hornet's Nest in 20 and 22, as you see here. Chumpy, home from college for a bit, which is why he was able to run this, and he's hoping to clear once more. Going through the shrinking steps at a good pace. Screwdriver, he's going to jump around, goes right for the dismount, and gets it. Chumpy likes going fast. A while ago, his mantra was full send or no send. And it seems that so far, he is living up to that. But can he keep it up? Can he clear the stage? Gonna get a nice bounce. Going through the windows on the Jumping Spider. On the left side, then the right. Then the dismount platform, now the half-pipe attack. Gotenks is the only one to fail here today. Chumpy does not want to join him. Landing on the peg. He's going to use the half-pipe to get some extra momentum. Getting onto the rope. Chumpy gets the dismount. That was a little close there, but he still got through it. Chumpy up the first warp wall in 1. Now for the second. He is not up it in 1. Still plenty of time. He is not up it in 2 either. Okay. Things are getting a little urgent. He's not up it in 3 either. He's got to get up it here. Come on, Chumpy. He's not up it in 4. He has to get up it here. He's up it in 5. But he has to hustle. And that's putting it lightly. He's going to shoot the ball to get it rolling fast. Chumpy is rolling it down. He's going to go right for the bar. He gets through the downhill drop. But he's going to need to get up the rope ladder faster than anyone has before. Where's he gonna land? Oh, he got a save jump, but he fell down a level. Chumpy! He's messing up. He's not gonna clear. He's climbing fast, but it's not gonna be enough. An Atlantic champ runs out of time on the rope ladder. He took 5 attempts at the second warped wall, and it cost him. Chumpy fails. You know, ever since the previous tournament, I think Joey's changed his gamertag twice, and neither gamertag is even documented in a run on this course. But yeah, it's Joey's time to run, and he was on the top of his game for a bit there, with 2 back-to-back final stage appearances, but in 21, fails the butterfly wall on stage 2, but then last time in tournament 22, for the first time since 13, Joey would fail stage 1, going out on the downhill drop. Hoping for revenge, obviously. Joey with his lowest number in a while. He obviously wants total victory. That's his goal every single tournament. But just to start, he needs to get back to stage 2. That was his big focus, to get through stage 1. And very small sample size, but so far he is looking good through 2 obstacles. There's still 7 to go. Took a minute there to line up for the Twin Diamond for the second block. And Joey defeats the Twin Diamond, now the Jumping Spider. This has not been easy today. Joey is going to get a very high bounce. And he is looking good. His personal worst is failing the 4th obstacle. But he's not done that since tournament 9. His least favorite tournament, but my favorite. Not because of Joey, though. Joey's looking good through the half-pipe attack. He's never had many issues with the warp. Right as I was saying that, he doesn't get up the first in 1 or 2. Joey, do not pull a Chumpy. Do not let this cost you the run. Okay, he's up the second in 1, though. Still has plenty of time. He's gonna do the jump technique. He wants to get revenge here. It's priority number 1. And he defeats the downhill drop. He's doing better than last tournament. Now for the swing mast. Gets a very nice grapple. Landing at the bottom. Now climbing. He's definitely not going to get the fastest time. But that's not what matters. Oh, that was a little sketchy. But Joey recovers nicely, and he is going to clear with 9.9 seconds left. The same amount of time as Elite. That's kind of funny. But yeah, Joey clears, once again, back to where he belongs on stage 2. Yeah, he used the jumping technique on the downhill drop, which I never like, but it does work more often than not. So maybe I'm the one that's wrong. Joey's not wrong, because it got him a stage 1 clear. The host of Ninja Warrior of Halo, Hunter Unit 751, is back. He started off very rough on Halo Infinite, but in the past few tournaments, he's been on a heater, getting to stage 3, and in the previous tournament, would end up getting a personal best, getting all the way to the ultimate crazy cliffhanger. Failing the transition from the second to the third ledge, as you will see shortly. Hunter's hoping to get back there and improve on his result from the previous tournament. There's a long way to go for that. Doing his trademark sword intro. Now shooting into the sky, presumably up towards the finish line for stage 1. There's 9 obstacles, now 8, standing between him and that landmine. Hunter took a second there, a little bit of a long jump for the stir driver, but he does defeat the obstacle. Now for the Twin Diamond. Never had many issues with this obstacle. He's going very quickly through it. Hunter defeats the Twin Diamond. Now for the Jumping Spider. Snoz, his friend earlier, failed here. Hunter's not going to make the same mistake with a very high bounce. Had a good pace so far. And defeating the Jumping Spider. Now the half-pipe attack. Only one failed here so far. He's going to go for the peg. Landing on it, getting a save jump. Now going for the rope. Gets the jump there. Now the double warp wall. There's been a few issues with this for recent runs. The Hunter's up the first wall in one. Can he get up the second in one? No, he does not! Come on, Hunter. Okay, he's up it in two. Still plenty of time. Now for the downhill drop, shooting it. Rolling slowly down this track. It's at the end of it. Hunter goes for the bar, defeating the obstacle. Now just two obstacles away. Swing mass, grapples. Where is he gonna land? Very high launch on the third level there. Now climbing up this rope ladder. He failed here in Tournament 13 back on Halo 5. And he's not gonna fail it today. 100 units going to clear stage 1 with 7.8 seconds left. Nicely done. The warp wall was a little scary, as it has been for the past few runs for some reason. But it did not faze this man who's been around this community for so long and is not missing a beat. Putting his experience to good use, defeating stage 1 once again. Good job, Hunter. See you back on stage 2. Number 47 is one of the breakout stars on Halo Infinite, hence his new star rank, Eternal Flame. Got his first ever stage 1 clear in Tournament 17, but then in Tournament 19, he would break out, getting all the way to the pipe slider, coming up just short of the final stage. He hasn't matched those heights since then, including in Tournament 20 with a shocking half-pipe attack failure. But he has bounced back since then. In the past two tournaments, getting back to stage 3. 21, go out on the cliffhanger on that brutal jump to the 5th ledge. And in the previous tournament, he would regress a bit further, going out on the swing edge, not even getting a jump off of the first ledges. But Eternal is back now. The goal, obviously, to beat stage 1, and get back to stage 3, get revenge on the swing edge. But there is a long way to go, as I've said many times this tournament. And Eternal is on his way. Oh my god, he almost failed there. But he does recover through the screwdriver. Now for the Twin Diamond, he's going to go very quickly through it, sending it sliding on the second diamond. But now the Jumping Spider, Eternal, going to get a very nice bounce. Going through these windows. Defeating the Jumping Spider, now the half-pipe attack. He failed here in Tournament 20. Does not want to fail it again. He lands on the peg. Now going to go right for the rope, landing on it. And through the half-pipe attack. Now the double warp wall. A lot of issues here, and it continues. He's not up the first one in 1. He is up it in 2. Eternal is up the second in 1. Now for the downhill drop. Shooting this ball, then doing the jump technique. It is so scary to watch. I hate that people do it. But he is through it. Now for the swing mast, he's going to grapple that donut, gets a nice launch. Landing on the 3rd level. Climbing quickly. Eternal Flame could be about to get the fastest time. Will he? The landmine wasn't there, but he hits it with 20.4 seconds. Yeah, I don't know why the landmine just doesn't show up sometimes, but he did still clear, despite this strange ending to it. Yeah, good grapple. Landing on the third level of it. He climbed up nicely. Very good pace. And got him the fastest time so far. He's back on stage 2. The worker of meme, when he debuted, had one of the most infamous fails in the history of this course, pulling a Shingo Yamamoto on the half-pipe attack. But since then, he has been phenomenal. Getting to the Peg Cloud in his very next appearance in a incredible breakout run with a heartbreaking finish. While he has not matched those heights since then, he's still been very successful. Tournament 20 would shockingly go out on the snapback on stage 2. Then he missed Tournament 21, came back in 22, failing the cliffhanger. Meme, one of the most talented PC competitors on Halo Infinite, and hoping to continue that streak of good results and get by stage 1 once again. Still wearing the Santa hat, sort of his trademark now. It's like me with an EOD helmet, except not as cool. Just very festive. I mean, he is Canadian, so snow, I guess. Through the Twin Diamond. Now for the Jumping Spider. I'm gonna go for it. Gonna get a very good bounce. I've said that a lot. And oh, that was a bit of a close call, but he does get through the Jumping Spider. Now the half-pipe attack, he's never failed the actual obstacle. And he sent it right to the rope there, used it for some momentum, and defeats the obstacle. Now the double warp wall. Up the first 1-in-1 with plenty of room to spare. Same for the second. Now the downhill drop. Plenty of time. Not going to shoot it, just going to let the weight of a Spartan get it rolling. And it is rolling nicely. He's got to jump at the end of it. Lines himself up and defeats the downhill drop. Now to the swing mast. Nice grapple. Landing on the third level. And he has always been scared of this obstacle for good reason. He does not have a very good technique at it. But he does clear it, and Meme clears stage 1 with 14.8 seconds. Once again, defeating stage 1, he has not failed it since his debut in Tournament 18. That was his debut tournament, right? I don't remember exactly. But it doesn't matter, clear's clear. He clears stage 1 today. Plenty of time to spare, beating the Klaxon. And although the rope ladder was always scary for him, he still clears it. The ultimate breakout star in Halo Infinite is Free MMO Direct, who is the first ever run to be shown in the Halo Infinite era of this course, failing the half-pipe attack, which started a trend for him, as in the next tournament he would fail the Peg Cloud on stage 3. He had failed one of those 2 obstacles in each of his first 6 appearances, but in 22 he would finally defeat the Peg Cloud, getting 1 obstacle further to the bungee rope climb, getting first place. MMO is a very, very fast competitor, never likes to slow down, and that's shown as he has the fastest time ever for stage 1 and 2 on this course. And I don't know if it's possible to break that record on this tournament, but if anyone can put up a good fight, it is Free. Jumping around on the Twin Diamond, defeating it. Now for the Jumping Spider. Never failed this early. Free gets a very high bounce. is going through the jumping spider, not slowing down, doing this obstacle. And now the half-pipe attack. He never wants to take this obstacle lightly. And he is going for it onto the rope. And he's going to send the dismount, defeating the half-pipe attack. Now the double work wall, up the first and one. Going to the second right away, up that and one as well. And now for the downhill drop. MMO shooting this ball, rolling down the track. He's going to go right for the bar and defeats the obstacle. And it should be smooth sailing from here, but you never know. It's a very forward grapple. And he is climbing very quickly. He's on pace to get the fastest time. And he is going to clear with the fastest time. 24.1 seconds left for free MMO Direct. As per usual, when he doesn't fail the half-pipe attack, he demolishes this stage with very controlled speed. Never looked in danger anywhere on this stage, which is a pretty common trend. He climbed up very quickly, got through everything very quickly, hence why he got the fastest time and clears. The final runner on stage 1 is the first grand champion, Petrillo Fam 4. In tournament 16, he was the only person to get to stage 3, failing the crazy cliffhanger. But after that, he went on a very long streak of not getting back there, including in tournament 20 with one of the strangest disqualifications we've ever seen on the Swap Salmon ladder. However, in the previous tournament, he would come back with a vengeance, finally getting back to stage 3, getting all the way to the vertical limit try, coming in second place, only behind free MMO Direct. Just not getting a jump on the transition to the third set of ledges. But Pedro is back, hoping to not let the momentum from the previous tournament slow down, and once again, get a deep run. If not a second total victory, which would be unprecedented. And Pedro's off. He is looking good so far. Through one obstacle. I don't know why I said that so early, but I mean, it wasn't wrong. Pedro through the screwdriver. Never had any worries or issues with the Twin Diamond. And he shows why, getting through it. But he has, however, failed the jumping spider. Does not want to fail it again. He gets a pretty good bounce. Is into the windows, sticking on the left side so far. Pedro going to the right for the final window. And feeding the obstacle now for the half-pipe attack. Pedro is going to run for it. He gets a pretty nice jump. Save jump on the peg. Now for the rope, sticking it. Feeding the obstacle, now the double warp wall. There's a lot of issues with competitors lately on this obstacle. But Pedro, no issues there. Up both walls in one. Now for the downhill drop. He's going to shoot it once to get it rolling. Through the first drop. Now for the second, Pedro. Going to use that support to stop himself so he won't need to jump. That is perfectly fine. Through the obstacle. And now two more obstacles. Very low grapple on the swing mast. But he is on the rope ladder. Pedro is climbing. Looking good. And Petrillo Fam 4 is going to clear stage 1 with 14.3 seconds. Very nicely done. Grand champion gets another clear on his belt. And yeah, it was strong all around. He did not fail any attempts on the work wall like many competitors recently had. And he got up the rope ladder very nicely. And once again, Petrillo Fam 4 going to stage 2. Nicely done. Stage 2, as always, is focused on one thing: speed. Although the time limit is slightly higher than the previous tournament, that is because there's been a few changes seen to the course. Before the run starts, competitors walk up these stairs to face the slider drop. Unchanged from the previous tournament, just go down the head slide, grapple that ball, land on the platform, and the swap salmon ladder. There's a new way to get onto the obstacle by jumping on that platform that moves down, but the rest is the same. The new dragon back is here, first ever mongoose obstacle in S&W history. Then the butterfly wall, which is modified. That black line there is the same thing as it is on the jumping spider. Hornet's Nest is unchanged. This has been the main killer on this stage on Halo Infinite, and I expect it to be the same today. And as per usual, we end the stage with the swinging beams, several corner jumps, and then one final dismount. And if you hit that landmine in 90 seconds, go into stage 3. Let's see who can do it of these 13. First person to take on stage 2 today is Whirlpool, the newcomer. An incredible debut run, and he is off. Going through the head slide, gonna get the grapple, and he's not gonna grapple it! Whirlpool is already out on the slider drop. From one surprising clear to another, now we have Sonic Fan. As we saw earlier, clearing with the second slowest stage 1 run ever, with only 0.2 of a second, well, 1/5. Yeah, 0.2, whatever, you know what I mean, I'm bad at math. Sonic has already beaten Whirlpool and is on to the swap salmon ladder. You saw that platform that disappeared into the water. That is what made this obstacle modified. Now a first look at Dragonback. This obstacle is very simple. Just go across this track with the mongoose, then make the big dismount over that white wall, and Sonic is onto the butterfly wall. Gonna go for the bounce, a very nice bounce to the left side. Now punching this thing around, always nerve-wracking, and onto the rope, and gotta jump there. Sonic climbs the rope now to the Hornet's Nest with a pretty good pace. Sonic going for the second one, landing there. Now for the third. This is a hard jump. Sonic doesn't get it! He fails Hornet's Nest. And now for Halo Fan 17, finally getting his first shot at stage 2. And he's hoping to make it count. He did not get a ton of practice on this stage, but well, you never know. I mean, back in Ninja Warrior of Halo Tournament 20, in stage 2, for my run, I didn't clear it a single time in practice, and what do you know, I cleared the stage in my actual run. So you never know. Halo Fan going through Dragonback, and going for this big dismount, and he gets it. Now for the butterfly wall. He was pretty worried about this obstacle. He gets a huge bounce, almost over the supports there. But now he's gonna punch this obstacle around slowly. This isn't the strictest time limit in the world, but you do have to keep moving, and he spent a lot of time there. Halo Fan is climbing butterfly wall. He's up now for Hornet's Nest. Not as much time as you would hope to have. Now here's the jump that Sonic just failed. Halo Fan gets it. Now going to the fourth honeycomb. Look, great save jump. Now just one more. Halo Fan didn't get a good jump, and he fails Hornet's Nest. Now number 25, another person with his first attempt at stage 2 in his career on S&W, Junsato Cyan. Going down the slider drop. Whirlpool was the first ever fail on here earlier, but June is through it now for the salmon ladder onto the first bar. Very worried about this obstacle. But so far he is looking good. Taking some time there. Now for Dragonback. He's in the mongoose. Slow and steady through this obstacle, and now for the dismount, and he gets it. He took a little bit to get off the mongoose there, but he's going for the butterfly wall. June gets a good bounce, landing on the wall, punching it around very nicely, and onto the rope. Not out of the woods yet, gotta keep climbing this, and he does. Now for Hornet's Nest. And June doesn't get into the second honeycomb, and he fails. Now the final person to be making his first attempt at Stage 2 today, Elite MKV, host of the Elite Challenge. Fellow fan of racing. He's going to hope to get a good pace on this course. Now, he's climbed up the swap salmon ladder, and he was very scared of this obstacle. He is looking good so far. Elite on the fourth bar does not get up there, and he jumps off. What is Elite doing? He fails the swap salmon ladder. And now we have Fireball ZXZ, Halo Ninja Warrior Grand Champion, one of the best jumpers ever. But he has not gotten to Stage 3 on this course in an eternity. Excuse me, hoping to finally turn that around and get back to Stage 3. So he has already done better than Elite. Now for Dragon Back. He stops the mongoose there for a second. And he gets through the obstacle. Dragon Back's really just a time waster, but it's cool looking, so yeah, it's there. It's a speed stage anyway, so it makes sense. Fireball, punching, butterfly wall around Fireball. Now climbing up this rope at a very good pace. Fireball. Didn't even get a jump on Hornet's Nest. Now number 43, the first of our new stars, Gaming Brando. Cleared this stage 2 tournaments ago, but failed it last time. Hoping to get back on track, get back to Stage 3 for what would be the second time in his career. And he is on the swap salmon ladder. Nice pace so far, Brando. Now into Dragon Back. Going through this obstacle. One shot. Oh, that was a bit of a sketchy dismount. Almost came up short, but he does get through it. Now the butterfly wall. Very good bounce. The very surprising thing about Brando this tournament is that he actually didn't take an eternity to run. So good for him. Yeah, the yawns are back, everyone. Brando on Hornet's Nest. This is where he failed last time, I believe. He is into the third honeycomb. Brando going for the fourth, and he comes up short of it! He fails Stage 2 again. Now, all of a sudden, folks, we are halfway through Stage 2 without a single clear, but if anyone can be our first, it's this guy right here, Joey. Didn't get here last time, so he is very thankful to be back. And he's hoping to clear it. No one has so far today, so if anyone can be the first, it's definitely Joey. He is climbing swap salmon ladder now for the Dragon Back. He's got a good pace so far. Gets the dismount. Ugh. Got through that a little cleaner than Brando. Now the butterfly wall he failed here 2 tournaments ago. Phenomenal bounce. Making sure he lands on the wall this time. Punching it around. Joey going for the rope. Now he's going to climb it. Got a very nice pace so far. On to Hornet's Nest. No one has beaten this today. Joey, I think, failed this in Tournament 16. But it does not look like he's going to fail it today. He will not. But he has also failed the swinging beams before. Hopefully he won't fail them now. Just on the final beam. The klaxon is going to sound, but it doesn't matter. Joey's our first Stage 2 clear with 8.5 seconds left. Very nicely done to the host of Trials of Achilles. And next level jumping on Halo 5, which is Brando words, basically. Joey got his revenge on the butterfly wall. Very smooth run all around. He's back where he belongs on the 3rd stage. Very nicely done. Glad to have him back. And now, one person that did get to Stage 3 last time, Hunter Unit 751, the host of Ninja Warrior Halo. I referenced my Niwa experiences earlier, so shout out to this guy. Excuse me. Hunter, never been the fastest competitor on my Stage 2, or any of my stages really. But so far, only through 2.5 obstacles, he's on a pretty good pace, though he is going through the dragon back pretty slowly, going for the dismount, over the wall, now for the butterfly wall. Gonna go for it, gets a good bounce. When I made that obstacle with the trampoline, that was about the highest bounce I envisioned would be possible, but oh well. Hunter is on Hornet's Nest. Has he failed here before? I don't remember. But a lot of people have already failed here today. Hunter does not want to join them, and he is looking good so far. Hunter onto the 5th and final honeycomb, and he defeats Hornet's Nest. Now for the swinging beams, plenty of time. And he is taking his time. Looking good. Hunter onto the final beam, and Hunter's gonna clear stage 2, just beating the Klaxon, beating Joey's time. 10.5 seconds left. What a run. Smooth basically everywhere. Cool, calm, and collected. Getting through the Hornet's Nest that a lot of people have already failed here today. And Hunter, for the 2nd time in a row, I think, is on stage 3. Once again, good job, Hunter. Now another of our new stars, and someone who has gotten to stage 3 2 tournaments in a row, Eternal Flame. Tournament 21, time with Gaming Brando for 1st place, but we did just see Brando fail this stage. Eternal wants to avenge him and get to stage 3. And hopefully, the little mistake there on the swap salmon ladder, but he's fine. Eternal, yeah, good recovery. Now for the dragon back. Going very quickly through the obstacle. Oh my god! That was a little chaotic, but very fun to watch. Now for the butterfly wall, a very good bounce. Eternal is gonna punch this wall around. Now onto the rope. People have failed here before, but Eternal will not. Now for Hornet's Nest. Will he become this obstacle's next victim? Going for the 3rd one. Now the 4th to the 5th. Landing on that. Now getting the dismount, the swinging beams. Eternal has also failed here before. That was a long time ago. Getting these corner jumps. And landing on the 3rd beam. And the dismount. Eternal Flame clears stage 2 once again with 12.2 seconds remaining. Oh, got a nice save jump there for his celebration. Yeah, the swap salmon ladder was a little bit sketchy. Took a bit of extra time. That didn't phase him because he still has the fastest time so far. And Eternal is going back to stage 3 for the 3rd time in a row. Very nicely done. Glad to see him there. Now at number 48 we have the Worker of Meme. A very good new star, hence the rank. Beaten the stage how many times before exactly? I think 2 or 3, don't remember exactly. I should because I am the host, but you know me by now, I've done this 23 tournaments. Meme climbing up the swap salmon ladder. Now into Dragonback. He's failed to 2.3 before back when it was Snapback, but Meme is not gonna fail it now. Defeating that obstacle now for the butterfly wall. Getting a very good bounce. Landing on the right side, gonna punch it around. And is he gonna go for the dismount? Yes, he is. Climbing up this rope. Okay, a little mistake there. Another one. Come on, Meme. Okay, he recovers nicely. Still plenty of time on Hornet's Nest. Meme onto the 2nd honeycomb. The 3rd. Going to the 4th. Landing there. One more honeycomb. And then just this big dismount. And he gets through it. Now for swinging beams. No one has failed here yet today. Meme does not want to be the first. And he is not gonna be the first. Meme clears stage 2 with 10.1 seconds left. run. There's a little bit of slip up on the butterfly wall to climb the rope, but that didn't faze him. He got up to swap same ladder very nicely with the Santa hat. He's a festive guy. He's Canadian. He knows how to do good on courses, as he is showing today. Very nicely done. Seeing you on stage 3. Now at number 49, we have Free MMO Direct. He has never failed this stage. Does not want that to change today. Going down the slider drop. In, I believe, tournament 20, he set the fastest stage 2 time ever with like 28 something seconds left. I doubt he's going to do that today. He can certainly try. He's taking his time a little on the swap same ladder. Maybe a more cautious MMO arising today. Through Dragon Back, now for the butterfly wall. Good bounce, landing on the right side, punching this around. Huge punches. MMO almost got a little too much momentum, but he still landed on the rope. Now MMO on to Hornet's Nest. He's on the second one. Going for the third one. Now going to the fourth MMO. Just the fifth MMO comes up short! Free MMO Direct for the first time on Spartan Ninja Warrior has failed stage 2. I don't believe it. He just jumped a little too late on the fourth honeycomb, and he came up short. I did not see this coming. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm in disbelief right now. I'm speechless. But now, we have one final run on stage 2, the Grand Champion, Petrillo Fam 4. Here he is hoping to avenge the shocking failure of Free MMO Direct that we just saw. Pedro, very late grapple on the slider drop, which is tradition for him on that obstacle. He's always struggled on it for some reason, and I don't know why. Pedro failed this obstacle back in tournament 20, but he beat it last time. And he beats it again today. Now going into Dragon Back. A simple obstacle, and he makes it look simple. Now the butterfly wall. Pedro gets a nice bounce onto the right side. He's going to punch this thing around. And when's he going to go for the dismount? He gave it one more punch. There he goes. Now climb this rope. And he is up it now for Hornet's Nest. This thing has been merciless today. Pedro does not want to be its next victim. Pedro, that was a little scary. Then to the fourth honeycomb. Now here is the jump free failed. Pedro will not join him in the water. Pedro defeating Hornet's Nest. Now just the swinging beams. He was the first person to defeat this obstacle on Halo Infinite. And he is taking his time. The klaxon is going to sound. But he is going to clear anyway. Pedro moving on to stage 3 with 5.9 seconds left on the clock. And he is feeling good. He was a little worried about this stage. He usually is. Despite being the first Grand Champion, he does not have the best track record on stage 2. But that didn't matter today, because he cleared all 6 obstacles in the time limit, which is what you have to do to go to stage 3. That's why he's going to stage 3. Down to 5 more competitors facing off the hardest stage, stage 3. There's no time limit, 7 obstacles because of how brutal they are. decent amount of changes this time. Quite a few modifications. However, the floating boards are unchanged. Just jump across those 5 boards. Pretty simple. But the swing edge is changed. The second apparatus thing has been changed from an X shape to a Y shape. And the ultimate crazy cliffhanger, the jump to that 5th ledge has been made slightly easier, and the crazy jump has been made slightly harder. Vertical limit try is unchanged. Very hard obstacle to jump across those very thick ledges. Now the peg cloud was modified not to make it easier, but after a physics update to make it possible again. The bungee rope climb, however, has been modified. I honestly forget what was changed about it. Pipe slider dismount was also changed because of the same physics update that caused the peg cloud to have to be changed. Any of these 5 can beat all 7 obstacles. They will attempt the final stage. The first run on stage 3 is the man who has beaten this stage more than anyone else, Joey. He's not been here since Tournament 20, but he wants to make up for lost time and get his 5th stage 3 clear. No one else has more than 1. I believe it's just Pedro, Tricky, Cyrus, and Cobra are the only ones to also get to the final. And Cyrus and Cobra, obviously neither of them showed up for this time or the past few tournaments. Thankfully the other 2, Joey and Pedro, not only showed up, they're both still in the competition. Oh my god, what a save jump from Joey. Defeating Swing Edge now for the ultimate crazy cliffhanger. Back on Halo 5, he was very not great on the cliffhanger, especially in Era 2. But on Halo Infinite, he's been looking pretty good on it, and he gets that huge jump. Now for the 6th ledge, the 7th, now just for the crazy jump. Joey goes for it, and he gets on that ledge. Joey defeating the cliffhanger, now going right into the vertical limit try. Joey jumping at a consistent rhythm. Now he's going to go for the transfer, getting to that 2nd set of ledges. Now this huge one to the 3rd set, he gets that jump. Joey is now onto the peg cloud. He's failed here before, but does not fail that first jump. Still a very long way to go on one of the most feared obstacles in this show's history. But as of right now, Joey is making short work of it. Just 3 more jumps until he defeats it. Now 2. Now this is the highest jump on the obstacle. And he gets it just barely. Now for the dismount to that ladder. And Joey defeats the peg cloud. Now the bungee rope climb. Free. Failed here last time. It's where the tournament ended. Joey has never failed here before, though. Getting those save jumps free. Failed this corner jump. Joey will not, however. So the change, I think I remember. Now you have to jump straight to one of those green bars from this. You don't have to do one more corner jump on that rope. But Joey, once again, 1 obstacle away from his 5th attempt at that tower behind him. And he lands on that green bar. 1 more jump. Joey goes for it, and Joey clears stage 3 for the 5th time on Spartan Ninja Warrior. Absolutely incredible. Almost perfect everywhere. Joey's done basically everything on this course except for achieve total victory. And now today, he will get his 5th shot at finally claiming the crown. Joey, as I said earlier, he had a rocky history with cliffhangers, but today he made this one look like a piece of cake. He got this crazy jump here, and got that dismount. Then the peg cloud, which he also had some struggles with, made that look very easy. He did take his time, but that's what you're supposed to do at stage 3. There's no time limit for a reason. I really should have more things to say during a long replay, but I just don't. I'm ruining the moment. Then when he got to the pipe slider, the final obstacle at this stage, as he has so many times before, he got through that head slide, then faced with possibly the hardest jump on this whole course, he got through it. And once again, Joey will get another shot at total victory. Number 46, the second competitor on stage 3, is the only person here of these 5 that has never beaten the cliffhanger, 100 unit 751. He finally got to it in the previous tournament, failing the jump to the 3rd ledge, I believe. And Hunter's main goal here is to just do better than that. He obviously wants to clear, but most importantly for him is just getting that personal best a little bit better than he said it last time. And Hunter is through the floating boards. Now for the swing edge. He was fairly worried about this, but oh, he got a slide there. That was a bit sketchy, but Hunter is stepping on the 3rd thing, then sticking. Well, he stopped on the 2nd thing and on the 3rd thing too. Hunter is back on the cliffhanger, hoping to get some revenge. Taking his time now onto the 2nd ledge. Here is the jump he failed in the previous tournament. Hunter lining himself up, and he won't get it! Hunter fails the same jump on the ultimate crazy cliffhanger as he did last time. He is out once again. A strong run has come to a very painful end once again. And now someone who did worse than Hunter last time, Eternal Flame, who went out on the swing edge. Hoping to get some revenge on that today. And thankfully, the way to get there isn't too painful, just gotta get through the floating boards. But we've seen failures here before, you cannot take it lightly. Eternal. At a smooth pace so far, now onto that 5th board, got a good save jump. And now, the time for revenge is here. Yeah, Eternal just ran off of this first apparatus last time, but he does get the jump to the 2nd one. Small bit of lag there, but whatever. And Eternal Flame defeats the swing edge. Now on to the cliffhanger. Just saw Hunter fail here, and Eternal has also failed here before back in Tournament 21, where he failed that giant jump to the 5th ledge, which he will attempt next. Can he get his redemption? He's gonna go for the ledge, and he gets a save jump. Eternal just one big jump away from beating the cliffhanger. He's gonna get a jump first, then he gets onto the crazy ledge, not even taking a save jump. And Eternal is now onto the vertical limit try. Gonna skip the first ledge, that's fine. Doesn't really make the obstacle that much easier or harder, really. Eternal. Now going for the 2nd set of ledges, and he gets it. Eternal is now setting up for the 3rd. Eternal's gonna go for it, and he comes up short of it! Eternal Flame fails the vertical limit try. He was looking so good on the obstacle, I think he just mistimed something. But that shows how brutal this course and that obstacle is. Even the slightest error can end everything. And it ended his run here. That is very unfortunate. Only 2 runs left on stage 3. The first of those being the worker of meme, the final new star in this tournament. He's got the Santa hat still on. You know, maybe I should have waited a few days to upload this, because then I could say Christmas in July, but whatever. That's not the plan. I wanted to get this video out, finally, so I could show runs like memes. He did his sideways technique since he is a PC player who uses mouse and keyboard. Memes setting up for this jump here on the second one, getting that save jump. Now for the third, is he gonna send it? Yes. Meme now on the cliffhanger. Punching the air. I think he was very worried about this obstacle, but he's beaten it before. Let's hope he beats it again. Now this jump here that Hunter failed earlier. Meme is on the third ledge. Now this huge vertical jump, a perfect crouch to the fourth, he gets it. Now going for the fifth ledge, Meme gets a save jump, he lands on it. Now this sixth, the angled ledge. Now the seventh, just one more huge jump. Meme is on to the final ledge, and he defeats the cliffhanger. Now the vertical limit. We just saw Eternal go out here. Can Meme avenge him? Taking a moment to rest and prepare himself mentally. And he is jumping across these first 6 ledges. Meme now is gonna go for the second one. Meme lands on it. Oh, Meme! He didn't get to the second ledge on the second set. He got bumped off of it. He was a little too close to the wall, and he couldn't recover. The worker of Meme, blank, whatever you want to call him, his run has come to a very painful end, and he is out. The final person to attempt stage 3 is the only other person besides Joey that has beaten this stage, Petrillo Fam 4. Whoever that was back in Tournament 4, about 19 tournaments ago, if my math is right. Stealing 100 units, traditional sword slashing intro. And Pedro is gonna send his way through the floating boards. Pedro landing on the 5th one and defeating that obstacle. Last time on this stage, Pedro failed the vertical limit, and he's sending through the swing edge, and he defeats it! Now, right away into the cliffhanger. Pedro jumps up to that second ledge now for the jump to the third, which Hunter failed earlier. Pedro is going to jump forward, and he comes up short of it! Pedro fails the cliffhanger! Oh my god. He was worried about this obstacle, but I didn't expect him to fail like that. And his run is over. The grand champion will not get another shot at the final stage. Everything in your run can end in the blink of an eye. Just like that. Joey has been here before, and this will be his 5th time attempting these final 2 obstacles on the final stage. A time limit of 40 seconds. The first obstacle here is the Heavenly Ladder. 17 rungs you have to climb up with a lot of urgency. Then once you're on that red rung, you go to the G rope, where you have to go 19 blocks up around this pole. You cannot make a mistake. If Joey can get to the top and hit that landmine within 40 seconds, he will finally achieve total victory. Will he be able to do it? Let's go down and hear from him right now.
Joey Davis, this is your 5th time on the final stage on S&W. Just tell me how you're feeling right now.
Well, it feels great to be back on the final stage. That was a tough first 3 stages. Probably the toughest I've faced since 14. But this is it. It's been ridiculous. I failed the final stage 4 times now. I have to win. 5th time hopefully will be the charm. I gotta do this for everyone watching. I'm dedicating this run to Martin Truex Jr. Let's do it.
Well, I wish you the best of luck from a Chase Briscoe fan.
NASCAR talk aside, Joey is stepping up. Getting onto that first rung of the Heavenly Ladder. You can start there. That's where you're supposed to start. And now Joey. The final seconds before the final showdown with this tower. And Joey is off climbing the Heavenly Ladder. He is on a good pace so far, crouch jumping between these blocks. Okay, a little slip up there, but he has recovered nicely. You can afford 1, maybe 2 slip-ups on this stage, and Joey is onto the G rope. This is the main roadblock for him. He has never beaten this obstacle, but Joey is climbing. He is going very quickly. The klaxon sounds, but the final top of the tower is in sight, and Joey is on top, and he finally achieves total victory. Joey has done it. Joey Davis, through all the gamer tags, through all the trials and tribulations, through all the frustration, Joey has finally done it. Let's hear from him right now.
Joey, you have just finally achieved total victory on S&W. How does it feel to finally get it done?
Well, this is honestly just, it actually feels incredible. It's been 23 appearances. I've been in every single one of these tournaments, and to finally achieve total victory in my 5th try at the final, it's been a long time coming. And obviously bouncing back in the last tournament after failing stage 1, that really hurt. And I knew I had a chance back then to even win. So here we are a couple months later. I'm at the top of the tower, and it feels great. I had a little shake there on the white blocks going up, but once I got to the rope climb, I got in a rhythm, and I felt it. And here we are. It feels great. And Martin Truex Jr., enjoy your retirement. This was for you, and I'm looking forward to the next era of S&W.
Congratulations.
Well, everybody, that was Spartan Ninja Warrior Tournament 23. It took him probably far longer than him or a lot of people were expecting, but Joey has finally achieved total victory. After 23 attempts at this course, 5 final stage attempts, and the 5th time was the charm. Now he can rest upon that tower, knowing he has accomplished that goal, with the weight of the other 49 Spartans on his shoulders, watching on as he cleared. But now with this tournament over, it's time to look forward to the next. And soon enough, Tournament 24 will be here, and I can promise it'll be very fun. Maybe not for all of you, but fun for me. But But until next time, I'm Flamosaurus, signing off. Until next time.